You're the new online radio.
The Good Governance Radio. Radio.
Computer systems are offline.
Is the Good Governance Radio. GR. Yes. You are listening Good Governance Radio. Stay. You are listening to Governance Radio. Stay with us.
Good day, everybody, my good followers. Good of efficient grace for the hopeless found. Good day, our good subscribe Governance Radio worldwide. I am here today on the pro alert Operation Save a Life and
Computer systems are offline.
Good Governance Radio. GR. Stay with us. You are listening to GG's Radio. Stay with us.
Good day once again. Good day, our subscribers. Good lovers of Efficient Grace for the Hopeless Foundation. My name is still Amarachi Mogochuku from Foundation, and I'm live with you on video and on you can follow to www.gg.ng, and you can to Efficient Grace for the Hopeless Foundation. We're on a new topic but still on the program that we're doing, violence and drugs, something in common. So today we'll taking you on another level of it, or we will want you to please call on your friend, subscribe to our YouTube, copy the link, send to somebody. A lot of particular link sometimes, and I'll be for one day copy the charity link where we do charity, where we teach people how to be selfless. But you keep sending me a particular, see that what we do does not have anything to do with God. It's all about charity. It's all about love. So energy that you use in sending me links and all of that same energy to copy the link, share the link, and before we that there is a challenge that will be going on for a foundation, and that challenge, whoever that wins that challenge, a token, and take us on a discussion. I'll call it a discussion about rape, call it a topic, relationship, and murder. What do we think about? Do they have anything in common? Murder, manslaughter, whatever it is. So let's just deliberate. Let's just freeze. Say something about something that is happening in our society. We have always talked about drugs, sexual violence, and what have you. Gender-based. A man can be gentle, a woman. So when we're gentle, a lot of things will be sorted it out. It takes two. So while we take a break, to come to the main discussions, I want you to take this time to call your friends and tell them that Efficient Grace is here. Alert your friends, call them on phone, tell them I'm here again to talk. My sister said, talk. That's your profession. But please don't say the ones. I assure that I will not always say the one that are bad. I will keep and I will live for and digesting the very truth that we need to change the society. So please share to somebody. Tell the person is www.ggr.com. Here live to talk about what we know best how to talk about. So as we take a short break and we'll come back in few seconds. Welcome back. I'm still your number one love giver, Amarachi. And today we're talking about drugs, rape, relationship. Shouting from the top of the roof of Good Governance Radio that drug is eating society. We have been talking, and we have been clamoring it. We have been begging the drug agency, let's work together. In the women affairs, let's work together. We've been begging everyone that cares, put this to an end. Let's save this generation because the deterioration is some. But it seems everything is falling on. Even the adults are enjoying these drugs, and I was thinking that these children do extraordinary things to get this drug, but it's certain that most of the adults are the ones buying these drugs for the children. What do we gain? We have been talking about drugs getting deep in our society, and we have been as well. Who have been ignored. We say you got children a lot of children are lavishing. A lot of people with the of the country, people are depressed and going through a lot. The highest thing they do is to subscribe to. On Wednesday I was talking drugs are and how available it is. Common man in the street, and people seem to know our business. If the person that was killed this week was told, oh yeah, please support us, the voice to stop drug addiction and sexual violence, and it's not my business, I'm catching my. But what's fun in something that can take you to an early grave? Speaking to somebody, he said that drugs faster than your death or 20 years. I said closer to your death, or that every man must die. Every man must die, but what killed you? Achieve your purpose before you died. These are things that matters. If I will start like talking, I will first of all spoken to somebody to be part of. Have you yourself support of our program. You can support time being a volunteer with your talking. And there is a program you need to get your. Is very important and is as very paramount. If my hands should be on decks, I am not all on decks to things I want to raise for us to do. You see, drugs, the effects of drugs than anything that you may think that is to it. One that is under the influence of drugs, or they can do anything. When I was coming to the station this afternoon, passing somebody and things, sounds funny. He was saying something. He crossed the highway and went to barricade that barricades the road. Was ready to punch the barricade. I stand and break it and pass through, and it was funny. I started laughing. That's what drug can. Maybe it has a plank. The barricade is trying. But because it's afternoon, that's why he's missed. Drugs ordinarily, you will not clear. Your eye go open. Sometimes we want to forget in a hurry. We just want to, we should teach our people to be good manners, good morals. The country does the leaders, but the youth. To tell me that shisha is good, and you mix it with the booze and you gulp the smoke and say it's shisha. Some of these girls buy even the machine and keep to themselves. They rehab. Talking and counseling cannot. So they should be in the, and it's center we have even in Nigeria. Walking sound rehab center do we have? How many competent? In fact, even the people even drug, and even into some of drugs that are rehabilitating. You think we can get it? About drug and it's just as well talk about what's the intention of and that's where otherwise and all of that. Somebody was telling me that creative business. I said, what's the business? She said, manpower. I said, what's manpower? Is in the class of Agbo, but is the man to do S, and that is going to sell in Abuja. People, Abuja men loves women. Women loves money. And that's it. The person is thinking she's after the money because, and since these people these people likes. I think, and let me solve the problem of them or 2 minutes and give them that to have the satisfaction and get my. They will go after those ones who will collect their money. Who is losing? Someone should think to health, your money, everything is gone. You want to meet a woman and you're taking drugs. What's your intention of taking those? Hiding that when you finish high, you come to the Lord for me. You're hiding that when you finish, you come for me surgeries. I know rape is a very bad thing. Likewise, human. But let me throw one question. What if it was the woman? If it, what are we going to say? And the child that leaves home with the excuse to a parent that she's going for ushering job. What kind of upbringing does she have that you don't tell your parents the truth? Even if I wouldn't tell my mother, there is this, my sister, one name, don't tell them, or see where I'm going, see where I'm going there. No matter how awkward, what I'm gonna do is, there is a sister I have that and if it's the one that will be bad, not everybody that can forgive rape. Before now, to us and told us that children that becomes worse before this incident, they withdraw from the society, and when they withdraw, they don't talk to you. They will not relate with you. They will never, even when they're in school, they don't associate. And these are what the saying. She doesn't associate. In a whole university, you talk to very few. And she's in something bitter was boiling inside her heart. That is why I keep shouting against domestic violence. The parents are not. Are you seeing reason why we really fight with everything against domestic violence, against sexual violence, against drugs? Because they will never us. In this scenario, their blames. It's you. I'd rather be the person coming out alive. Body to be the one that will be having the pity and out alive. But these are things that if we were to, we're on decks in this country, if doing the right thing and going, and even the schools doing the right thing, these are avoidable mistakes. Pains the awareness. Okay, the mother may not be there, or to talk to the child or whatsoever that she should grow. And campaign against drugs and all whatever immorality in school. There you don't, after all, most of the things I learned is of this program. I remember telling you people about a program that was brought in my secondary school when Saka Sadu was the Minister of Education. Showed us about a girl that was raped and she became pregnant, and after becoming pregnant, she died or something like that. Things were part of the things that molded me. You would think the grabbing is molded, is going to the subconscious mind, and when it's accumulated, it builds a standard of with my head. I said, this is avoidable something. I was telling, I said to them, when a lady say, when a, just know that no is no. If she says stop it, I like it, just take the stop it and forget the. Saying have their blame. Everybody. If I'm to analyze it, by the time I will finish, you will be, oh, wow. But I wouldn't want to go deep into it. But I want to tell you that if our campaign of sexual violence, drugs, if they really got deep into her, she known that there are ways she would have. I know you need not to kill, but at most be the one. If we all have that respect for human body and know that is yes, and not apportioning blame due to sexual emotions and all of that, I don't believe in due to emotion but facts. When there is a ruffle, don't go to a place you can, so you don't start what you cannot end. Okay, you invited me, I got to a side, you ask the driver bringing me to go back, you pick me from there. That driver must take me to that place and know where. In fact, before we'll give him your contact and everything about me. Even attempting to tell the driver to drop me on the way, that you pick me from there. In fact, I will even call any police. It's like I'm in danger. After 5 minutes, you don't hear from me, that I'm start coming to so place. One can still defend herself without killing. You can still defend yourself without. You're not living here alive if you continue to do everything to save your life. It's a painful one. It's a very painful one. Shameful. Okay, if you say the door was locked against you, few can feel relaxed. Others demand for something you know that come in, or that they will need somebody to come in and offer. And when the person break through and leave, there are many ways to distract somebody. I keep saying it, no is no, both on the woman's side. I read that a guy raped a lady. He raped a lady. The lady almost died. When she survived it, she was a virgin. She told her friends who have that the case didn't end well. 7 girls or 7 ladies raped a man to death. It trend. That's why I keep saying most women hardly be planning. That's why you need to save your body, that you didn't take the body from them. You'll be in kind, and they'll be watching. And you don't. That's why we need to be careful. We just need to be very careful. Every food offered to us that we should eat, no matter how attractive it appears. No matter how attractive it appears, it's not every food you eat. And they will offer you food, you'll be like, I'm filled, even when you're starving. And I want to I mean, that a person is in a romantic with you does not mean that the person has sex. Sex is a different ball game. We can be best certain, and I'll say, I don't want sex. If the person says, I don't want sex, both man and woman respect it. Even if the person, I don't want to do this with this person again, just respect. And I keep telling our people that somebody visited you doesn't mean that the person consented consent to sex. You can lie with somebody, and when she says no, I don't want it, face the other side and sleep. Ignorance is not an excuse. I remember that time at school, they were teaching us that even when you are almost there and you should, I say, how would the person now? Everybody should have self-control. Both for man and for woman, nobody that based in. It's something that and for woman. Men who want to be celibate want to be celibate. You know, some experience sexual assault. There are genuine women coming to seduce them and do all manner of things, running out from a place just because he doesn't want to do. The priest, why were you inside the room with the person? Normal relationship, everybody can get involved in. Before we go on a break, when we come back for a break, I'm gonna just ask many home and answer yourself. Because I was expecting the questionnaires, some questions. You say, why don't you talk in some discussions you want to discuss in private? So because I don't know who raised the alarm that sex is everything. Sometimes you need privacy that is void of sex, that you don't need sex. Romantic relationship with somebody and the person is your confidence, you want to discuss with the person, just you and the person in the you feel relieved after talking about it. There are times you need a shoulder to lean on. So because we have bastardized sex, that sex is go to church is sex, go to school, to office is sex. Abba. Even in the street, you can't talk to an opposite sex without the person talking. Who brought what of your mind that we will be going on a few we're still with you on Good Governance Radio, ggr.com. And when we come back, we'll be taking your calls if there are callers, and the calls will be going to 9130236602. In case you want to call into quota, but just know that when we come back, you the line will be open, calling and say one or two things while we continue, and some questions. Take a break. Just please copy the link, share the link, talk to your to us, and follow us. And come back again. Still your friend, number one love giver, Amarachi. The program, Oh Salad. Today, that is to say, Operation Race Save a Life today. Somebody, I keep saying it, if over some people in Nigeria can, to save a soul, a lot of vanished. If one could just school fees without demanding something, lives could be saved. If one in the streets, if one did and know that what does not belong to you, it's part of, be contented. Let's move it. Good Governance Radio, www.gr.com. Number to call is 091236602. 02362. I'm waiting for your calls. But while we wait, I want us to, ask some questions on things that transpired. And one of the questions I want to ask is that does your parents know that you smoke? Does your parents know that you take drugs? Do your siblings know that you smoke? You, I'm talking to you that is listening to me. At home, in your village, do they know that you smoke? Do they know that you're a drug addict? Do they know that you take things to get high? Then in that case, I want to ask, in the incident that happened, I want to ask, why was the door locked? Why was the door locked? What's the intention behind locking the door? Hmm? Does this lady just want the money and not sex? Or just wanted a helper? Or she wanted to eat her cake and have it? When you go to the hotel with somebody, what was the initial discussion before going to that hotel? The knife that was used, who owns it? Where was it from? Did she come with it, or was it inside the house? If I happen to be cheated, let's say you have been serially cheated, were you building up anything in your heart? And what do you call cheating? What do you call cheating? What do you call cheating? A lot is involved. A lot is involved. There are questions that we should ask to avoid subsequent occurrence. And sometimes we shouldn't put emotions. Keep emotions aside and face the facts. Getting angry for having the sex with somebody, was that the first time? So what brought about the anger? Are you being paid for it? And I am asking again, is there any room for self-defense when you feel that you're being violated against your wish, or you're being somebody wants to have you against your wish? Is there any room for self-defense? Is there limits to self-defense? Or because you're a woman, you're of weaker sex? If anybody wants to, because you visited the person, and if this way, because you came inside that place, you have no right to defend yourself, or you have no right to fight back. And whichever one, let's when we go home, let's just digest it. And is sex the only thing one can go into a hotel room and discuss? As in, the only thing you do I want to ask, is there room for one to just lodge in a hotel just to have a relaxation? I know some people have invited me severally. I want to go and relax with you and all of that. But because I'm a kind of person, I hardly go to where I'm invited. Go. Sometimes when people invite me and I ask them, what if you invite me and I come to your house? Maybe I'll just suffocate and die. Or maybe I came to your house and I'm to pass the night and I didn't wake up in the next morning, even when you didn't do anything to me. What will you tell my people? Because by that time, you'll be swearing truth to God, truth to God. And these are things that when I finish looking at it, you are inviting me, I'm running because I don't want you to be in trouble. Another question I want to ask. When she got home, did she tell her parents that she killed somebody? What was the parents' reaction? Or she kept to herself? When you see people that withdraw from people, see those people that want to, bottle up a lot of things, be very careful with them. Because little acts can trigger a whole lot of things that have been bottled up for a long time. If it was self-defense, why not turn yourself to the police immediately? If it was fear, why not confide in your parents? And another thing is that I want to ask, who failed Chidinma? The parents, the government, herself, or the society? Who failed her? Is there anything that the society is not doing right? Is there anything that the government is not doing right? Is there anything that the parents didn't do right? At my age, I still get advances from married men, from married admirers and all of that. And they're ready to spend their cash, even when I'm in dire need of something that I know that accepting one of them at a snap of finger, they will solve that problem. But upbringing will not let me. So on that note, the parents have a blame. Upbringing wouldn't let me. There are things that by the time you were nurtured well, if you think about doing it, you will remember your family. You will remember your background. You will know that from childhood that you have a name to protect, that you have an integrity. You have built up an integrity that is envious, that you don't just turn into anything or any offer. I was with somebody that wanted to, have a deal with me and something. And I was delaying, not as if I can't deliver in that thing. But I know I have a name to protect. If that business go bad and I can't defend it, that means I have rubbished my name before the people that matters to me. And I was taking my time. And all of a sudden, I saw the reason to really take my time. Because all that glitters are not gold. My wristwatch may be glittering. It's not gold, it's silver. So it's not everything. I keep saying it's not everything that is dished to you that you will, accept. Sometimes there are needs to say no and be patient, be contented. Are you building your child to know there is a value she should acquire? Are you building your child to know that there is an integrity as a woman to protect? Or you're building them up, telling them that money is everything that matters, that they can do anything so long money is involved? That's long truth. We are good to do social media judgments. We are good to apportion blames and all of that, get emotion and all of that. You see, on this both side, I am not pitying for anybody. If I'm to be the judge, I will even judge the dead and judge the living. The only person I pity is for the people that they disgrace and the people who are around them that are facing the shame. So I'm using this opportunity that this thing happened. I'm calling on the drug agency. Partner with us to do something. We're ready to go to the slums. We're ready to go to schools and do something tangible, and alert these children on the need to stay away from drugs. The need, you bring it to their languages. It's not about big grammar. What we need is results. The women affairs should stand on their toes now because a lot of ladies, a lot of young girls, a lot of women are into drugs. The rate at which women take drugs now is higher than that of men. Let the campaigns go on. Let there be instituted rehabilitation centers everywhere now. Get them, put them there. Let them go through rehab and through counseling and get, rehabilitated. We said there are a lot of people that are, that are mad in the society, and there are young girls that are youth and all of that, because there is some of them are madness that can be cured. But because we don't have enough rehab center where these people can be rehabilitated at a low cost and all of that, and you see them enter streets. From Good Governance Radio, we're shouting it loud and clear. Please, let's join hands to, salvage this thing. Let's join hands to, put a stop to this. If we don't save these youths now, I tell you, in the near future, more human slaughter will be occurring. In the influence of drugs, a lot can happen. If the other side is preaching to them that sex is everything, drug, get high, forget the troubles of the country and all of that, we can tell them that in the midst of troubles, you can innovate, you can create something, you can think out something, you can be a solution to a problem. So I'm calling on the National Drug Agency, I'm calling on Women Affairs, I'm calling all the people both native for sexual violation, they should come in. Let's join hands together and get something done that we will be proud tomorrow and say that this manage was happening. The same way polio was fought to stand still. The Ministry of Health then, they were really working because they were still the same people that put that smokers are liable to die young. And they fought polio to stand still. They fought a lot of ailments to stand still. In the same way, this is a sickness in our society. This is a pandemic. This is eating deep. Let the agencies that are involved get their hands on deck. Let them start something. You don't know, I can curate a lot of things that we can do to, get these people back to the society to be sane people and still be useful to the society. There are groups we can create. There are campaigns we can raise. There are activities that we can raise in order to, solve this issue. But if we don't do it, if you don't do anything now, I tell you that it's going to be worse tomorrow. So I'm calling on the agencies necessary to please join us. Let us all put hands together and, do something. Remember, the phone number to call each time we're on air is 0913-023-6602. So please, feel free to send text messages. Feel free to send us something. Feel free to, contact us. We are willing to work with you. We are willing to get into the streets and get works done. So I'm happy we are here today. We've talked about it and we've been talking about both drug, rape, and, all the things that has to do with it. So today we're talking about this. Don't forget, self-control matters a lot. Self-control matters a lot. And in everything, human slaughter should be the last option. It shouldn't be an option, but the last option. So please, we will be going for now and we'll be back on Monday. Remember, you're still with us on Good Governance Radio, www.ggr.com.ng, and the program is still All Salad, Operation Save a Life a Day. Save someone someday, save somebody today, and we will all be happy that we did. My name is still Amarachi Mugochukwu. We're streaming live from Good Governance Radio, Abuja. Thank you for staying with us. Bye for now.
You are listening to G.